Okay, so to show you, it's 81 degrees in the house. Turn it on, set points to 72. The furnace kicks on, you hear the click click, so it tells me that most of the system's working. But it's blowing air, but it's not cool. It's just air moving. It's been like this for the last 4.5 hours. So the temp was like 80 degrees at like early morning, and the wife was uncomfortable. I'm gonna shut it off. So in the morning, the wife woke up and she was hot and miserable. And I get up this morning. We usually have it set for 69, and well, obviously there's something wrong with our AC. So one of the first things you want to do is check the air filter, which is down where the furnace is, and our air filter happens to be right there, which is a poor design because you have to really finagle getting it out because of this gas line right here. So it's like you almost have to partially ruin one side of the air filter, as you can see, just to get it out. I would like to change it somehow. Alright, here's the air filter that's in it, which it's dirty. As you can see, the backside is dirty as well. So there's one thing that I changed, and here's a new one. So set the two together, I'm overdue on my air filter change. So I'll be changing that. Okay, so I got the new one in, and we get the pretty much the highest rated air filter because the wife has allergies. I got a 8-month-old and a 4-year-old, so yeah, I just want to make sure that they're protected. Now these are 90-day filters. I usually set a reminder to change them out. I'm not for sure what happened to that reminder. Maybe it was coming up real soon, but I'm not for sure. But since I'm having problems, I might as well go ahead and change it out. This is the actual furnace part of it, and then somewhere up in here is where my A coil or the evap coil is, because you can tell where the line's coming in and going out. That tells you that it's right inside here. Now it's room temperature as well as the other one's room temperature, so kind of makes me wonder if my condenser is not functioning outside. But we'll turn it on and check outside. Okay, so I went upstairs and turned it on. You can hear the fan blowing. I'm not worried about the fan. I don't believe that's an issue at all. Still nothing. Listening for a hissing noise or anything to give me an idea that the condenser outside is working, but it doesn't sound like it is. There's no frost. I think I want to recoat this. That's just old insulation, but we'll go outside and look at the unit outside. Okay, so we're out here at the outside unit. You can see that the coils are dirty, so I need to clean it. Obviously, I've lived here for 3 solid years, going on the 4th year, and obviously I haven't done any maintenance. I did cut this bush away at once so the tech can come in and look at the unit. We had a problem with it last time, but that was more so just a wiring issue. You can see it's coming into the house, and the insulation is going to crap, so I'm going to re-insulate that. That's the control wire from inside the house. I don't know what that is. Zip wire, whatever. And then there's the breaker box. So on the back side of this is completely caked. So I'm gonna take this apart and clean it. Looking down inside, you might not be able to see because the fan's in the way, but I've got leaves and stuff in there, so I need to get in there and get that cleaned out. And I'll pull this panel off and look at the condenser, look at the electrical aspects, and see if there isn't an issue there. Alright, so I used a number 8 socket, took the top off, and as you can see along the edge, it's really dirty. Yeah. Look down inside, there's leaves all over in there. Look over here on this back side, I mean, look at that. You can just peel it off like carpet. So more than likely what happened was my unit was running and drawing too much. And what happened was, see that condenser? Or, oh, not condenser. Capacitor right here. Yeah, see how it's supposed to be just nice and level and flat, and that's what popped. Now what I get to do is clean all that out. I'll take a shot back, suck all that out, and then I'll take my pressure washer and I'll blow from the inside out. And ideally, probably a good idea to clean up these fins, or I might just make that more of a wintertime project. Get those fins cleaned up so I get 100% positive airflow. But first, let me get this thing cleaned up and then go from there. Right, bye. Alright, so this is what my unit looks like once it's all cleaned out. It looks 10 times better. Shop vac, power wash. As you can see, it's way cleaner than what it was. Oops, I see I missed some spot. You can probably see it right along there. So I'll power wash it again, and
can I see that?
Then I'll show you. Alright, so you always want to check and make sure the wiring on this. Mine is showing purple fan, red HM, and yellow is generally ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull them off. Hopefully I don't get zapped, because that's my luck. I usually, whenever I mess with electricity, I get zapped. It's just, that's the way things are for me. Now sometimes these capacitors carry a charge, so I've been told the best way to make sure that they're not charged is touch in between each one of them, and apparently it's good to go. So we'll pull the yellow one off. Come on. Boy, that yellow is stuck on there pretty good. So, oops. Now, what am I? Okay, I'll stick you through there. Now, there's a band that goes around it, and then what I'll do is I will take that off, and then I'll show you the difference. Okay, so this is my new capacitor. That's my old one. Now, there's a couple ways you can tell. See how the bottom's kind of domed? See how the top is crinkled? And the posts are not sticking straight up. They're flared out. Also, when you set it down, see how it wobbles? We'll see these posts. They're straight up and down. The top's not crinkled. The bottom is flat. And I can set it down. So, if I move this, that's how you can tell it's flat. I have a hard time even standing up in my driveway. Now, one thing I ran across is this is not going to fit around that. It fits around my old one, which you can tell there's a big difference between them two. So I've got an idea on how I'm going to make this work. But anyways, you're probably asking what this is. This is a super boost. Basically, it's a relay and it's a hard start capacitor. Basically, it's just an addition to help the new capacitor do its job. Now, yeah, it may sound like it was an upsell, but at the same time, you know what? It was.
Dad, can I see this?
Yes, bring that with you. I need that. I have my little helper in her little suit, and I keep running into spider webs. Ugh. But anyways, I'm gonna get this mounted up, and I'm gonna show you. But as I told you that the purple was the fan, the yellow was actually the Herm, and the common was the red. So someone's done some wiring job in this, or I was looking at the wrong info. But anyways, I remember what was what, so make sure that I wire it up the same way as my old capacitor. Colors are colors as long as the wires are going to the same. Generally, they're all supposed to be universal, but when people get in and do shady jobs, then, you know. Anyways, I'm carrying on. Okay, so I got mounted in there. I put the original bracket on, and then as you can see, I ran a zip tie in between the two so it'll hold it on there, and then zip tied it together like so, and then twisty tie my super boost on there as well. So now I'm going to put it back together and put all the panels back on. Well, I guess I should wire it. So when I took it off, purple was the fan, so I'll bring purple back over and attach the fan. Yellow, which I presume was ground, common is not. It was actually Herm. So then, sorry about that, put the Herm on there. And then last but not least, the red was actually not attached, was it? Yeah, it was. Red was the common. So put the red on there, and there we go. That's how it was. It was purple was fan. What I thought was common was actually Herm, and C was common was actually red. Now I'll put it back together and we'll see if she works or not. Alright, so I've turned the circuit breaker on and turning on that switch. Now my A coil is somewhere in here, and it looks like there's a good access to get in, but this panel is not cut to slide out, so either I'm gonna have to cut it and play with it, or there's another access to it and I'm not aware of. So I'll have to dig a little more into that. So we will go upstairs and turn on the thermostat and see what happens. Okay, we're up here at the thermostat. It's showing 84 degrees inside the house. Miserable. So the system kicked on. See the little snowflakes? That means that the AC is on. Now I'm going to the bathroom. It's pushing air, which that's what I was doing beforehand. Now I'm gonna go downstairs and go outside to the unit and verify the unit's on. Alright, so the fan is running, which makes me happy. Just to let you know that I came out here already and it wasn't running, so I took that stick and tried to spin the fan. Fan spun easily, but it wouldn't turn on, so I went inside and the wife was like, yeah, it just kicked on right before you said something. So I'll go back inside and feel if there's any cooler.
Bathroom, and it's way cooler. So
you can see the next morning we're at a temp that's more comfortable than 80. So having an 8-month-old and a 4-year-old, it makes it really challenging to try and do much repairs, especially when the 8-month-old would not sleep in how hot it was. So that's why there was a lot of breaks in between my video clips and whatnot. But if you just do some research on YouTube, hopefully this video had helped at least one person, if not more. I didn't know about going outside and cleaning that off. I do know now, so I will consistently check it on my annual and biannual checks around the house. So thanks for watching, and I hope you gained something important out of this.